Hi and welcome everyone. Lag and hip ability while trying to learn the most successful films of 2024. The exercises are adjusted for me, so if you follow along with the exercises, do it at your own pace and it's also at your own risk. So the most successful film of 2024 is Inside Out with a revenue of 1.7 billion US dollars. Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2. The first exercise. The feet are quite wide apart, and we breathe in and out, and in and out, in out, and in. And last time, in. And one more. Warm up. Inside Out 2, and the second movie is Deadpool and Wolverine with a revenue of 1.3 billion US dollars. Deadpool and Wolverine. Inside Out 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine. And the next exercise, the feet are a bit apart. We breathe in, bring the hands up and out and go to the side. Then breathe in and open the rib cage. And out. And again in. Out. Back into the middle. Again in. And out to the other side. And then breathe in and open the rib cage. And out. And again in. And out. Back into the middle. Inside Out 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine. And the third one is Moana 2 with a revenue of 1 billion US dollars. Moana 2, Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Moana 2. And the next exercise, the feet stand stable, the toes are pointing forward, the other leg is up, the foot is flexed, and we swing that leg to the side and a bit in front. And then just swing it. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Moana 2. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. And we're done with this leg. And the fourth movie is Despicable Me 4 with a revenue of 1 billion US dollars. Despicable Me 4. And now with the other leg. The foot stands stable, the toes are pointing forward, the other one is up, the foot is flexed, and we swing it in front and to the side. Despicable 4. Despicable Me 4. Inside Out 2. Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2, Despicable Me 4. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2, and Despicable Me 4. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2, Despicable Me 4. And we're done with this leg. And the fifth movie is Wicked with 800 million around. Wicked with around 800 million revenue. Wicked, Despicable Me 4 and Wicked. The next exercise, the foot stands stable, the toes are pointing forward. The other one is up and the foot is flexed, you bring it in front and back, and that a bit faster. Despicable Me 4 and Wicked. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. Despicable Me 4 and Wicked. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2, Despicable Me 4, and Wicked, and this was enough for this link. And the next one is Mufasa, the Lion King, for around 700 million US dollar. Mufasa, the Lion King, that's the title, Mufasa, the Lion King. And now with the other leg. The foot stands stable, the toes are pointing forward, the other one is up and flexed, in the front and back, front and faster. Mufasa, the Lion King, Despicable Me 4, Wicked, and Mufasa, the Lion King. Despicable Me 4, Wicked, and Mufasa, the Lion King. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Moana 2. Despicable Me 4, Wicked, and Mufasa, the Lion King. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. Despicable Me 4, Wicked, and Mufasa, the Lion King. And we're done with this exercise. Dune Part 2, around 700 million. Dune Part 2. The next exercise. We stand stable on the standing leg. The other one comes up in a right angle. The foot is flexed and the hips are even aligned. So not like this, but even aligned. And when we bring the leg out to the side and breathe in. Out, back into the middle, and control it down. And we repeat it. We breathe in, go to aligned hips, and open the leg to the side. Now breathe in, and out, and control it down. And with the other leg. We stand good, toes are pointing forward. We lift the leg, right angle, toes pointing forward and up next. Foot is flexed and we have even aligned hips. And then we bring the leg out to the side and breathe in. And out and bring the leg back into the middle and control it down. And again, up with the leg, right angle, toes are pointing forward and foot is flexed. And we bring the leg out to the side with even aligned hips and breathe in. Out, back into the middle, and control down. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2, Despicable Me 4, Wicked, and Mufasa, the Lion King. And then Dune Part 2. And now, Godzilla x Kong. The New Empire, 600 million. Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire. So we have Dune Part 2 and Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire. Now the next exercise is very similar to the last one. We stand good, the toes are pointing forward, the other leg comes up in a right angle, and the foot is flexed, and we have again even aligned hips. And now it's also important to have a straight back, and you press with a hand against the inside of the knee. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. Despicable Me 4, Wicked, Mufasa, the Lion King. And that's enough. Dune Part 2 and Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire. Godzilla x Kong. And with the other leg, we stand good. We bring the leg up in a right angle, foot is flexed, even aligned hips, straight back, and press against the inside of the knee. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2, Despicable Me 4, Wicked, Mufasa, the Lion King, Dune Part 2, and Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire. And that was enough with that leg. And we're going to the last exercise. The ninth most successful movie is Kung Fu Panda 4 with 500 million. Kung Fu Panda 4. We stand stable, the toes can point a little bit to the outside. The other leg comes to the ground and with the heel to the ground. And when we lift the heel and put it down again. The whole movement is done with the muscles of the hips and partly of the left leg. The right leg is just lifted up and down again. No bending of the knee. And here you do only as many as you can do without too much effort. So as soon as it gets too intense, rest. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. Despicable Me 4, Wicked, Mufasa the Lion King. Dune Part 2, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. And Kung Fu Panda 4. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. Despicable Me 4, Wicked, Mufasa the Lion King. Dune Part 2, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Kung Fu Panda 4. And it was enough, that leg. And the last one is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. 500 million. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Now with your leg. The foot stands and the toes are pointing a bit to the outside. The other one with the heel to the ground. And we lift just with the muscles for the hips and partly of the standing leg. But this knee does not bend and we just lift the heel and put it down again. And again, as soon as it gets too intense, we rest. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. Despicable Me 4, Wicked, Mufasa the Lion King. Dune Part 2, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Kung Fu Panda 4 on, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. Despicable Me 4, Wicked, and Mufasa the Lion King. Dune Part 2, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Kung Fu Panda 4, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And now we have enough. We're done with all the exercises. We just make one finishing exercise to get it all even again. We breathe in and out. And again in and out. In and out. In and out. And again in. And the last time, out, in, now out, and close the legs. And we are done with the exercise. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2. Despicable Me 4, Wicked, Mufasa the Lion King. Dune Part 2, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Kung Fu Panda 4 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. These are the 10 most successful films of 2024, based on their revenue. I thank you very much for participating, and until the next time.